Hello, hello, hello. How doing, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be in this world. Can everybody hear me okay? Firstly, got my mic in, but you just never know as I'm, learning right along with you. California. Oh, it's 7 a.m. there. Woo, a little bit early. Love California. Been there many times. Thought about moving to California many times as well. So if there's any reason I should be there, please let me know. So, hello, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, what I'm going to do here, guys, is I had a post there on school. Probably about a week ago now, because this has been delayed a lot. I'm feeling better, by the way, but just in case I cough, I have some water here to keep everything stationary. Thank you, Mary. Yes, I'm feeling better. So I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, I posted there on Manifestation Skool, basically a pre-recorded answering some questions. I answered about 5 questions on there. So I might have gotten to yours if you were one of those. So you can go there, find the post and look. I have about 6 others. Basically, I just grabbed all of them, put them in a randomizer, and grabbed like 6 of the questions. So I'm going to answer those. And then when I'm done answering those, I will open it up to the floor for you guys and maybe answer 3, 4, 5, 6 questions that you guys have. And then we'll be on our way. I don't want to keep you for too long. But anyway, yes. Hi. Welcome in. 4 p.m. afternoon. All right. Yeah, not quite here yet. We got 10 a.m. here. All right, so I'm going to go through these together with you right now. And like I said, I didn't, as I copied and pasted these, I didn't include anybody's name too, just in case, people don't want that shared. Obviously, you put it in the group, so maybe it's not a big deal, but I have your name anyway. So if you recognize your question, this is for you. So the first one that I have on here says, how can you be in the feeling of the end result when you have an emotion that is stuck in you, that turned into a complete block trauma and you can't get rid of it by relaxing or meditating? So here's an interesting thing that is good to think about. If you think about anybody that's ever manifested anything, do you think those people might still have a trauma or anxiety of some sort? Like, yeah, of course. So it's not that we necessarily have to like get rid of our traumas or get rid of all our blocks or get rid of all our anxiety in order to manifest something or in order to be in the end result of something. I made a video not too long ago where it says the end result or the feeling state of the end result can be a feeling of just plain like indifference and neutrality. Because sometimes when we actually get the things that we want, we just kind of feel like normal. We just kind of feel like, yeah, I got it, and that's it. Or we might get something and we might still have blocks and traumas or whatever the case is, right? So I wouldn't necessarily think that you need to completely focus on removing all traumas and all blocks and all things in your life to get what you want. I personally don't think that. Obviously, you want to work on those things just in general. So, if you need professional help or seek those things, absolutely 100%. But as far as the feeling of the end result, like, just simply do the best you can to just feel good and feel happy and just take care of yourself and feel good about being you. You know, Neville Goddard even talks about, it's about catching yourself in that end state. It's not necessarily being it all the time, 24/7 as best as you can. It's as much as you can, feel as good as you can, and be as happy generally as you can. And that's going to really bring in what you want, right? So I wouldn't necessarily worry about, oh my gosh, like, every single block and every single trauma and every single piece of anxiety needs to be removed. That's not necessarily what this person is saying, but don't worry about all that stuff. Just not even worry, just chill out. Just enjoy the process. Just have fun with it. And just know that even if there's a lot of things going on in your life, even if this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right, even if you want this change, this change, can worry about that stuff later. Like everything's going to fall into place. Everything's going to work out. Like you still have the power to do it no matter what's going on in your life. So hopefully that kind of helps and shed some light on there. And I see someone in the comments, when I receive manifestation, it feels normal. Yeah, that's the same. That's exactly the same with me that I described. Like when I finally got what I wanted, I was like, oh, I got it. It wasn't some big celebration. Some things that I've got to be like, oh my gosh, yes, all right. But sometimes like, cool, yep, I got it. It feels normal. It feels natural. So yeah, that's great. Great. Okay. Next one is, again, for those of you just joining, these were completely random. I threw these in a randomizer, and pulled out 6 of them. So I really haven't looked these over at all. If you don't get your questions answered, there'll be more of these, and I'll do my best to get to them. So it says, I'm manifesting a fairly new specific person. We're currently in North Carolina. Oh, there's a couple questions in here. What is the best way to use affirmations? Meaning, do I say them all day? Do I do them for 10 minutes a day? And another question, what is the best way to ignore the 3D and detach from the outcome? And another one about instant manifestation. You're always talking about how you can manifest things very fast. What's the best way to do this? Okay, so let's break this down here. What is the best way to use affirmations? How many times do I say them? As much as it feels good to you. I don't like to put a cap or a limit on it. As much as it feels good to say the affirmations, say them. I love saying affirmations. Affirmations make me feel great. So I say mine a lot. Sometimes I just go on a spree and just say it. Other times I'm busy and I don't say it. Then I go back to saying them again. It really is what feels good to you. For some people, they can like wake up in the morning, say a couple affirmations, and it like sticks with them throughout their day. I can't necessarily do that. Like I'll wake up and say them, and then like I'll kind of set a reminder and say them again. And then when I'm feeling down, I'll say them again, so on and so forth. Right. So, yeah, so it's really whatever feels good to you. There's no one answer to this. Um, yeah, best way to ignore the 3D, detach from the outcome. And I mentioned a little bit of this in the pre-recorded video from yesterday. For me, the best way to do this, to detach from any outcome, put all the focus that you have right now on the outcome, any attachment that you have, take that energy and just put it on yourself. You cannot go wrong when you take that energy and you put it on yourself and you treat yourself amazingly and you shower yourself with compliments and you just be the best you can possibly be. Be the best you can possibly be. Because in becoming the best you that you can possibly be, again, with this idea, as within, so without, like if you truly love yourself and feel good about yourself, the love will show on the outside. You will get, again, you'll start getting contact from specific people. They'll start showing you more love, showing you more care, showing you more attention. Like, so you can't go wrong when you turn the attention to you. And so to me, that's the best way to detach from the outcome, to really ignore the 3D reality, is just say, today's for me. Today, I'm the priority. Today, I don't care what's going on around here. I don't care about what this person said. I don't care what that. You kind of go around and go, this is one of the best things you can possibly do. Plug your ears. Don't listen. Don't look. Just focus on you. Focus on feeling amazing. Focus on creating the best life possible. Focus on having fun. Again, focus on just being grateful to be you and waking up being you. So yeah, that would be my advice as far as that. And then as far as talking about things happening fast, instantly, what's the best way to do it? Again, it's just that it's in embodying who you want to be, being the best, not looking for something, because if you're constantly looking for something, it means you don't have it. But when you embody the person that has it, meaning just being the best version of yourself, when you embody that person, you embody that state, you manifest it, right? Again, I've said it a million times. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are being. So when you are that person, you're going to get it, and you're going to get it fast. You're not going to be looking for it, so it's going to come fast. You're not going to be worried about it, so it's going to come fast. You are that person that has it, so it's going to come fast. So hopefully that shed some light on there. That was a good one, long one, but a good one. All right. Can I manifest receiving money from a specific person or a company? Yes, absolutely you can. My main way that I've always manifested money um, is to say affirmations while visualizing the money that I want to take place come in, right? So I shared the affirmation here on school not that long ago where my affirmation was money comes and money comes. I have more money that I know what to do with. Avalanches of money come pouring into my life, right? And I create this image of me just checking my bank account and seeing the numbers soar, right? um, Being able to, go on a vacation or something and not have to worry about the spending. Just be like, oh, you want to go? Yeah, let's go there. Oh, that freedom is what I envision. And so if you want to manifest receiving money, whatever it is specific, if it's random checks in the mail, I've gotten that. Companies that I didn't know owed me money sent me money all of a sudden. That random money or specific money is get yourself in the in state, feeling that through an affirmation, and then visualize it taking place, visualizing that specific person giving you the money. Visualize whatever, a phone call from the company saying, hey, sorry, we have this check that we forgot to give to you, whatever the case is. But it's in that end state of feeling abundant, knowing that money is constantly flowing. Money is constant. I don't even imagine a reality where I don't have money. That's how easy it comes in. That's how simple it comes in. That's how random it comes in. It just comes in all the time. I expect it and it happens. That's just who I am. And that's just what happens in my life. You get in that state and you're going to manifest money from all sorts of things. And then you're going to get the ideas. I love that too. You're going to get the inspired ideas um, to maybe start a business, to maybe do something that's going to get you more money, right? That's all going to flow. It has to. That's the new embodiment that's taking place. All right. It says the next one is, what is the real secret to manifest anything you want and instantly? And the second part is, I am manifesting a perfect body and appearance, change in my nutritional habits. I'm struggling a little bit with the change in habits. Sorry about my voice, everybody. I'm going to keep drinking water. I know it's a little raspy. So in this case, it's going to be the same as what we talked about above. Is embodying that person. So if you're wanting to get the good appearance and change the nutritional habits and maybe lose weight, maybe start going to the gym, you have to embody that person now. And we've talked about the alter ego, creating a person, like literally writing down a person that is our ideal self and naming that person if you want to. Naming that person something cool. I don't know, whatever you want to name them. Um, and stepping into that person whenever you want to. Say, well, I want to change my nutritional habits. I want to go to the gym every day. So I'm going to create a person that loves to eat healthy. I'm going to create a person that loves going to the gym every day. I'm going to create a person that even when they don't feel like going to the gym, they still do it because they know how good it is for them. Even when they want to eat that piece of chocolate or that candy, they don't because they know tomorrow it's going to affect them. I'm going to create that person and I'm going to step into them and I'm going to become them. And so anytime you get a thought of, oh, you should stay on the couch and not exercise. No, that's not my thought. That's not my new that's my old I'm the alter ego now. I don't do that. I get up and I go, right? Oh, you should eat this da 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 and not eat this super healthy. No, that's the thought of the old me. I'm the alter ego. I don't do that. I eat healthy. I eat foods that feel good for my body. Right? It's embodying that new state, becoming that new person and following suit as that new alter ego would. And when you do that, that's when things come fast. Like you are that person. And so it happens and it becomes it. And I can relate to this in my own life through when I've done races and stuff, running. And I always did shorter races like 5Ks and things like that. And then when the opportunity came to do half marathons and marathons, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is a completely different. This means I got to start training differently. This means I got to start eating differently. I don't know if I'm capable of being a marathon runner. And, the idea was brought to me that's like, well, no, you need to become the marathon runner now. You can't say, oh, I'm not a marathon runner because I haven't done one. No, you are one now. So what does a marathon runner do? Well, they wake up and they want to run. They love to. So I started doing that. Well, they love eating certain foods because they know it's good for their body. They know it's nutritious. They know it fuels them. Okay, so I need to start doing that now. And so I started doing that. And again, the more I embodied that I am that now and started taking action that I am that now, it became me. It became natural. It became easy. And because it was so set in my mind that that's who I am, and I run and I feel good when I run, and I eat foods that make me feel good, and I run fast, and I outrun the competition, whatever the case is. I did better than I've ever done. Like my first half marathon I um, ever did. I ran it in less than 2 hours time, which maybe for some of you, I was like, oh, that's not very good. For me, it was very good because, again, I had never ran one before in my entire life, never ran that distance before, but it was because I became it and I embodied it. Um, and since then, I've only gotten better and better and better. So that is my real secret to doing that, is just to become it now, right? Um, all right, next one. We got two more on this list, and then I'm going to open up the floor to you guys. And I see you over. I see you over there in the chat. So thanks everybody for being here. We got 20 of you in here, and you guys can filter in and out, right? So again, I'm going to answer these, and then I'm going to open the floor to you. So if you got something you got to do, and you want to come back in 5-10 minutes or whatever the case is, please do. Or if you heard your question answered, you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. Of course, we'd love to have you, but if you got stuff to do, I completely understand. All right, so next one says, I would love to know how to get into a place of knowing that it is done. Is it just having faith without interference? I can say, and so it is, and it is done, and things like that, of course. And I can feel the best I can to believe it, but to really know is what I struggle with. Okay, so they're saying like, I can say the affirmations, I can do this, but how do I really know that it's going to happen? And I describe the knowing as a feeling of relaxed satisfaction. Relaxed satisfaction. I love that phrase. And I made it up myself. I probably didn't make it up. Probably somebody else has said relaxed satisfaction before, but that came to me one time when I was trying to describe the idea of knowing. It's a relaxed satisfaction. It is, yeah, it's knowing. And how do you get there? Well, you continue to, yes, say these things. It is done, right? And I like to put movement into it. I think the movement really kind of, again, embodies it. Shrug of the shoulders, like, yeah, it's no big deal. Like, of course it's done. Of course it's going to happen. Like, are you silly? Like, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to take place. Why? Because I said it's going to take place. So I'm chilled. I'm relaxed. I know it's going to take place. I can do my affirmations if I want to do them. I can visualize if I want to do it. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to happen. And in fact, I'm so confident and feeling so good that's going to happen that it already feels like it is. And by the time that it does happen, I'm not going to be so surprised. Like what we talked about. Where's my person in the comments? It just feels normal, right? So yes, it's about continuing to kind of say those things, continuing to get in that feeling state of, almost like a cockiness, like, psh, yeah, duh, it's gonna happen. I know it is done. And relaxing into that, right? Relaxing to that, knowing that you don't have to do a million of this and a million of that and say this affirmation 3 times and then do a backflip and, click on your forehead and say, no, relax into this idea that you are powerful. Relax into this idea that you can create whatever you want. Relax into this idea that it is done. And the more relaxed you feel, the more powerful you feel. And again, the more powerful you are in your feeling of how powerful you are, the easier it is to just know that it is going to take place. So smile, relish in that fact of how powerful you are, relish in the fact that it is done, and relish in the fact that Jesus is coming real soon. Can't wait to see it. Let's go right around the corner. And I'm just going to enjoy my life, enjoy the unfolding of it, enjoy things, have fun, love myself. And before I know it, it's going to be here right before my eyes. Okay. How do I stop feeling a sense of desperation? Or this is the last one I have, guys, on this list, and then I'll open it up to you. How do I stop feeling a sense of desperation or clinginess to what I want to manifest? The more I try to manifest, the more desperate I feel. So I almost always manifest the opposite of what I want. Okay. So this again is going to kind of go hand. We kind of had a theme to these questions. um, so when you're feeling the sense of desperation or the sense of cleaning, you have to understand, like, and this person does, obviously, that doesn't get you what you want. The more I try to manifest, the more desperate I feel. The opposite. Yeah, that's exactly as it should happen, right? Because again, that's the lacking state, the state of lack. And when we're in that state of lack, when we're embodying the state of lack, we're going to get the opposite of what we want, meaning we're not going to get what we want, right? And so taking a step back from everything, taking a breath, understanding we don't have to take manifestation so seriously, that it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be enjoyable. And the less we try, the faster we actually manifest. And there's a book that's co-written by Neville Goddard, and it's called Relax More and Try Less. And it basically says the more relaxed that you feel, the more chilled out that you are, the faster everything takes place. Because again, reality is simply a mirror. What's going to happen when you get what you want? You're going to feel chilled out. You're going to feel relaxed. You're going to feel great. So by feeling that now, you're in the end state, right? By not being desperate now, you're in the end state. So this is a matter of, again, embodying the person that has it by relaxing into that, by chilling out a little more, by when you say affirmations, saying because it's fun, but by doing certain activities, manifestation activities or whatever it is, doing it because it's fun. And taking out this attachment to things, that this is how it needs to happen, this is how it's supposed to be. Of course, you're going to get what you want, and it's going to be how you want it to be, but relax a little more. And I think that's a big thing. And topics I'm going to cover more upcoming is the idea of chilling out, relaxing, having fun, and understanding that we don't have to worry about the desperation or the clinginess, like getting rid of it, because the more relaxed we feel, the more mindful we are, that automatically goes away anyway. And the confidence naturally raises within us as well. And the knowing naturally raises within ourselves as well. And so we don't feel desperate anymore. We don't feel the need to try anymore, because we get in that confidence of, it's done. It's mine. I'm chilled out. I just know, right? So hopefully that helps. So those are where we at. 22 minutes. Perfect, because this is what I was wanting, about 20 minutes to answer these 6. Okay. So I want to open up the floor to you guys here in the chat, which I'll have to go back and read a lot of stuff that you guys were writing, which is awesome. Thank you for being here. So if anybody has a question, I'm going to start like reading from now. Okay, here we go. We got one in here. All right, Mary, thank you. How do I imagine the new story when the old story keeps popping up when I do it? I've worked so hard, my subconscious mind, but the new story feels forced. So, my goodness, I am so sorry, guys. Let me rehydrate real quick. So this is a matter of really, okay, being persistent with it, right? So what is your new story? Have you, written that down in any way, shape, or form? Write down rules to the story, like, this is my new story. This is who I am now, as we've talked about with like alter ego. This is who I am now. And as you're going through your day, if you feel yourself reverting back to the old story, you have to kind of stop yourself, say, whoa, no, that's the old story. What's the new story? And refresh yourself. This is the new story. This is how it takes place, right? And again, you might go throughout your day again, and then something from the old story comes up, maybe some thoughts from the, stop yourself. No, that's the old story. It's new story time, right? It's not a matter of, oh my God, I'm the old story. No, oh no. It's gently moving to the new story, gently catching yourself. Oh, that was old. Here's new. Oh, that was old. Here's new, right? And it again, it's a constant. doing this for a little bit, and it's going to get easier and easier and easier as the time comes, right? So I would practice firstly like a meditation, calming yourself, like a breathing meditation, doing that on a daily basis, because that's going to make it much easier for you to kind of shift your mindset. You're not going to have so much attachment to things naturally. And then again, understanding to constantly go back to that news story as best as you can. It's not going to be perfect, right? It's not going to be perfect. But over time, you're going to get better at it. And so if you're like, 90% old story and 10% new story, but you continue to try this little by little, you're going to raise to 20%, to 30%, to 40%. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like almost all new story. And then when you get a thought of old story, it's like, ha ha ha, I remember those days. Right. So you're on the right track. Right. So don't worry too much about it. Don't be too intense about it. Relax about it. Be gentle with it. And over time with the persistence, you're going to get there. No worries at all. All right. Thanks, Marina, for the advice. Yeah, I need something. A little raspy guy over here, but I am feeling much better than I was earlier this week. So thanks again. All right, Shelly says, what would you say about signs? What we could consider a sign as opposed to just looking for things to make them into a sign. So signs like things are going well for you, manifestations taking place. If that's what you mean, I would say, how are you feeling? I think your feeling is going to be one of the best signs you can look for. Okay, good. Thank you for the confirmation. How you feel is going to be the best sign you can look for. Of course, like there's signs out there in your reality, right? And it goes both ways with the signs, because a lot of times when we're thinking more of something, like we'll see more of something naturally, right? Because we're more focused on it. Obviously, there's bigger signs than that too, that you'll, for instance, I don't know exactly what you're trying to manifest, but we see this a lot with people manifesting their specific person that, they might not have manifested a relationship with them, but they're manifesting running into them at the store, right? Or manifesting them to respond to a comment, and they don't usually respond to social media. So there's those signs, that things are actively working. But the main sign, this might be a lame answer, I know, I'm so sorry, is how am I feeling? How am I feeling? Because if you're feeling good, if you're feeling excited, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling joyful, like that's the biggest, because you're on the right track with everything in your life. Is your confidence getting better? Is your knowing getting better? Is the happiness of just being you getting better? And if it is, that is your ultimate sign that you're crushing it at life, that you're doing amazing at life, that you're living a fantastic life. And when that's your pathway and that's your trajectory, like there's no stopping everything and anything you want from coming into your life, from love, from money, from success, from epic ideas of what to do next, of how to help people, all these different things. But yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you. I'm glad that's not lame for you. But no, great show. Like on the right track with everything. But mostly, how are you feeling? That's very big. All right. Let's see. Guys asked a lot of questions. Sorry, I'm going to try to come down and see what was next. Okay, what's this one? So if we need to try less to make manifestation quicker, doesn't it feel counterintuitive to saying you do it on a daily basis or be persistent in your efforts? Well, I mean, you do it on a daily basis, but it shouldn't feel like trying, right? It should feel exciting. It should feel fun, right? The more you're trying to do something, the more you're like forcing it, yeah, the less it's going to really work, right? So, for instance, like with anything, I'll say in like here, for instance, the more I try to get the perfect answers for you guys and the perfect this and the perfect that, I'm not going to be able to do it. Right. So I'm just relaxed here with you guys. I'm chilling out. telling you I have a raspy voice. I'm sipping on my water. Really not trying right now, but that's part of it. I'm relaxing. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't feel like hard work. It doesn't feel like trying. So this is something that I could get up and do on a daily basis, right? So that's the same thing with this idea of persisting in it, right? Is showing up every day, but enjoying the process of it, of having fun with it, of not making it kind of feel like work or try hard or anything like that, because that's the moment we start to lose ourselves, right? So hopefully that kind of makes sense a little bit. Is to enjoy this process, enjoy your life as it's unfolding, and hopefully it doesn't feel like hard work. Hopefully it doesn't feel like pushing against the brick wall or anything like that. Hopefully it's something that's very enjoyable and very relaxing for you. Okay, let's see here. Mary, I'm going to skip this one because I already answered one of yours. Just if I can get to other people first, but I do see that, and we can talk a little bit later. I want to manifest an email. I answered that one in yesterday's pre-recorded. That was one of the 5 I answered. So if you want to watch that one, the answer is in there. All right, let me just go to the bottom then, because I'm getting lost in here. When you're feeling resistance or lacking and thus feeling anxious, do you suggest holding off to take action until you are in a better state of mind, sending a message to your specific person? Yes. Yes, because we don't want to take action. I mean, I don't know, where you're at with your specific person, but I don't want you to take action from a place of desperation, of feeling lack, because again, the results of that are going to get us more desperation and more lack, right? Um, when you're in your most relaxed state, and I think we all know when that is. There might be times during your day where you're just feeling your most chilled, relaxed, and just happy, like calm. In those moments, it's those moments where I feel we are our most effective as far as what's the next step. Like, do I need to reach out to this person? Is it my time to do this? Is it my time to? That's when you're going to feel the most nudges. That's when you're going to feel the most, just kind of push to do it when it feels inspiring to do it. If you're coming from a place of resistance, is, oh, I haven't heard from them in a while. Maybe I need to be the one that does it to reactivate this, to do this, to do that in order to do it. If it's coming from that state of like, you might just want to relax, hold off a little bit, turn your focus and attention on yourself. Again, building up yourself, showering yourself with compliments, feeling good about yourself, and then in your most kind of chilled, relaxed state, if you're feeling that inspired nudge to do something, to take an action, definitely, definitely go for it. All right. During twin flame meditation, sometimes a picture of him pops up as I never saw him. Could it could it be I really see him the way I looks right this second? Is that what that says? Um, it definitely could be, Marina. Yeah, it definitely could be. The main thing that I would just say is continue doing the meditation if it feels good for you. Continue to feel the meditation if you feel a good connection to that person. Continue to the meditation if it's keeping you in the end result. There's a lot of things that could take place during it. A lot of things that could be taking place as far as the way he's thinking about you and looking at you and all these different things. Sometimes we can get lost in that, but mainly like if you're finding stuff that's working, like certain meditations, making you feel great, making you feel good, then just keep doing it and enjoy it. It's going to be true if you believe that it's true, right? So continue to do what feels good. Continue to imagine the results that you want until you believe it so much that it is. Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more here. I was trying to end this around 45-minute mark. We're at 34. So let's do a couple more here. Um, what would you recommend for helping with stagnation regarding desired job and location? Um, you know, it's funny. I've actually had a lot of situations in my life where I've been wanting to manifest myself out of a job into a better job, or to, going full time, elsewhere, full time working for myself. Here's what I have personally found that's the best way to, get your desired job is, uh, if you're currently in a job now that you're trying to get out of, be the best you can possibly be at that job. Um, I have found this to work a lot. Is I want, and this is something that's from the book The Science of Getting Rich too. Wallace D. Wattles, the author, talks about this. He basically says, envision the new job that you want, know it's coming to you while being the best that you can at your current job, and that new job will come, right? Because again, you're embodying the state of being a dedicated worker, right? A hard worker, um, you know, somebody that knows what they deserve and knows they are worthy of it. And so continue doing the job you're doing really, really great, knowing that the one that you want is coming soon, knowing that it's just around the corner. When I was in a very stressful, oh, I see. If you're unemployed. Okay. I'll get to that too, Heather. I apologize. I didn't realize that. Let me finish what I was saying real quick, just in case there's other people. When I was wanting to manifest my way out of a job, that was very, very stressful and very, very tough on me. Um, the moment I stopped stressing out about the job and actually started enjoying the job, meaning like I'm just going to go and I'm going to have fun at this job. I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to laugh if I make a mistake. I'm not going to take things too seriously. The moment I approached my job like that, I really started enjoying the job. And when I really started enjoying the job, that's when I got offers from the other jobs, right? So again, it's hard to manifest our way out of feeling a low vibe or feeling negative about something to something better. We got to start feeling good about our current situation in order to manifest even better, right? So in the state of being unemployed or things like that, I would say this: what's the best you can do right now with your life as you're unemployed? I know, stuff might be limiting or things like that. What's the best you can do for you? If you have extra time on your hands now, I don't know what your situation is. Like, is it something that you can work on, a hobby that you've really wanted to enjoy? Whatever, going to the gym more, working on yourself more, doing something and dedicating it really well to yourself, enjoying the process of being unemployed. I know how silly that sounds because it can be stressful, but enjoying the process of being unemployed while knowing a new job is just around the corner or a desired job is around the corner. That's how you can get that, right? Because again, we can't, it's hard to reach a state of I want this when we're down here, right? We have to elevate ourselves enough to be able to reach the higher levels. So visualize, the desired job that you want. Visualize yourself receiving that job offer. Visualize yourself waking up every day, going to that job, enjoying it, getting paid good money, right? In the process, while enjoying as much as you can or finding ways to enjoy the unemployment experience that you're in, elevating yourself, feeling good about yourself. And that is the alignment that you're going to be able to bring that in. All right, let's do one more, and then yeah, we're going to do more of these. So if I didn't get to your answer, obviously, I'm there in the school group. I'll try to find you and help you answer that, and then I'll be back for doing more of these. But let's do one more so we can continue on with our day. um so anybody have any last ones, or do you want to be all done? Any final questions? I could scroll up and I could find, but things are going to get super lost within. So if anybody has any final questions they want to ask, I'll just stick around for just a little bit longer so you can ask. I'll grab one more. And if not, that's cool. I wanted this to be about 45 minutes, and we're at 39 minutes. I'm feeling my questions indirectly answered. Cool. Yeah, no, thank you. That's kind of the idea for this, right? A lot of these questions might not affect you, but it does. That's why I love this kind of style of coaching and being able to come together in a group and stuff like that. Super, super cool. And this was great. This was a lot of fun. I'm so sorry for the delay. I am going to, what did Marina tell me to do? I'm going to go back. I can save this chat and I'm going to get that recipe and whip up that thing for my throat. So ginger tea, honey, cinnamon, a little bit of lemon. Awesome. I'll absolutely do that. And I promise to be better. I'll see you guys in the school group. We will have a replay of this in case you joined late. And you'll be able to watch that anytime you want. And then I'll put in the calendar our next time together. If there's a mastermind or anything like that, we can get together and do that. But other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying Manifestation School. I love coming in there and seeing you guys interacting with each other. And it's really humbling and amazing seeing everybody come together and everybody's so respectful of each other. I can't thank you guys enough. We're getting close to 1,000 members already. And I think we're in the 70s or maybe 60s for as far as top groups on school. So yeah, it's going awesome, guys. All right. I will let you have an epic and awesome Friday. Don't forget to add a total of whiskey to yeah. I'll be feeling great after that. All right, guys, have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And yeah, I'll see you inside school.